Miles, my boy, I can't thank you enough. There's nothing. I'm still in shock over what happened to Oliver. But I have to say, I'm relieved that Lance is alright. Oh, that's right! I mustn't forget to pass this on to Lance as soon as the police are finished with him. A letter? As the way Lance is being chased after by women reminds me of someone I know. I almost can't believe he received yet another love letter, you know. Here, take a look for yourself. Isn't this a breach of confidentiality? It's a very simple love letter. Oh my goodness!
What?
Viola!
I don't what?
You probably don't remember the third Ace Attorney game. Viola Cadaverini, the one that was worked at Tender Lender Loan Company for fake Phoenix Wright.
I forgot about Tender Lender Loan Company. I'm like, what is that going to be relevant?
Do you remember the loan company now?
I do remember Violetta Cadaverini, but I vaguely, I do not have a name to the face.
She had bandages on her head and always kind of giggled and talked about serving you coffee.
Oh yeah, I remember her now. I'm looking her up.
I mean, I'll never forgive her. She's my first love, so... Anyway, it's your line.
Oh? Hey! Let me see! That's really weird.
I would say this looks too creepy to be a love letter, but this absolutely looks like a love letter from Viola. So, especially the spatterings of ink on it.
Yeah, I believe it. From a loan company, Tender Lender looks more like a collection bill to me.
Can it be both? Okay, I can't do anything else here. But if he's rich, why is he getting loans from a shady loan shark?
Oh, is the ring pop sharper today?
I don't think so. I think it was always that.
It was always that angular?
Long, angular, and... yeah. I'm not finishing that.
He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. Oh, that's the 12 to 1. No, you can't give up, Lauren. Just one more time.
Excuse me, but I can't help but feel a bit sorry for all the flowers you've gone through.
I suppose if they were me, then a blush.
What? Is she making a deflowered joke?
I think so.
I don't know what else should be implying here.
I think that's what it is, yes.
I believe you said that you were Lance's girlfriend when we first met, correct?
Yes, I am, but... Oh! It's not like we both think each other as lovers.
Lauren is, totally horny on Maine, but trying to pretend she isn't.
Yeah. But he did give me this ring, so I guess we're not just friends either. I mean, because this isn't just any ordinary ring. It tastes so sweet when you lick it. Ah, it's so wonderful.
You need to tell me that he gave you a lollipop ring.
So which is it? Have you guys not decided if you're going out, or is it just one-sided?
Decided? Shouldn't the parties involved naturally just know?
My father used to work for Mr. Amano. And so Lars and I grew up together. Gasp! I said it out loud!
Oh, childhood friends. I don't see how that's anything to be embarrassed about. So your father was an employee of the Amano Group. What did he do?
His job was to fly around the world on the Pegasus.
Pegasus?
Oh, Pegasus was the name of the airplane. The airplane belonged to the company.
I've been on an airplane once.
You had me there for a second. But now it's all changed. My father, he isn't around anymore. Oh, I see. About 10 years ago, he rode and Pegasus off to somewhere and never returned.
Riding Pegasus to whereabouts unknown. Sounds like the stuff legends are made of.
Hercules pop. It's been so long, I don't think I'd recognize him again if we ever were to meet again. I'm so sorry, Lauren. But I won't give in to the sadness. I have to leave. Yes, Lauren, leave.
Not the case. About this incident.
Incident? But isn't the kidnapping already over and dealt with? I've been here the whole time, so I'm afraid I don't know much about any other incident.
How did you come to know that Lance had been kidnapped?
That's because of my woman's intuition.
You based everything on that?
I know everything when it comes to my Lance. It's really strange. It really must be destiny. A blush. She started fantasizing again.
Not in front of people, Lauren.
Yeah, especially if she's implying she's gonna get deflowered. So, what are you gonna do now, Mr. Edgeworth?
We already established that there's a good chance that the killer is the other kidnapper. It's my duty to figure out who this other person is. I believe there is one location that might hold a clue or two.
The kidnapper's hideout?
Sure. The obvious location is the kidnapper's hideout.
But we're still not allowed in, remember?
Agent Lang and his men should be done with this area. In that case, there's no harm in asking the officer over there to let us in. Why are you so pissed still? What do you have to report? Sir! Nothing unusual or out of the ordinary, sir! Where have I heard such redundancy before? Is it possible for you to let us take a look around inside? Sir! Roger, sir! That was surprisingly hassle-free. Are you certain? Did Agent Lang order you not to allow me in? Why are you... Sir, that's true, sir, but Detective Gumshoe asked me personally to let you in, sir. And I couldn't refuse a request from him.
Wow. Looks like Detective Gumshoe has a following.
Furthermore, I was asked to give you this document to you, sir. What is this? The man in this picture. Isn't this Mr. Oliver Deacon? Colin never.
Nice save there, Mr. Edgeworth.
I put 123.45 pounds. That's me looking very lazy.
It's also very thin.
Yeah, pretty thin.
The name here says Colin Deveray.
It's the same name as the one on the back of the pendant. Appears that Colin Deveray was his real name. What's this? He was convicted in a case 10 years ago and sent to prison.
What? And what was he doing here?
Apparently he broke out of jail and then just vanished. He must have become Oliver Decon to cover up the fact that he was an escaped felon. My goodness, Mr. Romano, do you do background checks for your butlers?
I'm too busy counting my money. Now I'm not sure what's going on anymore.
Is there some sort of link between the victim's past and this current case? These police documents are rather detailed. I should take the time to give them a thorough read eventually. It's fine, let's focus on one thing at a time, starting with the kidnapper's hideout.
Yeah, I agree. We should investigate first, think later.
More than thinking things through, I think you should try remembering things first. Now then, if you could please unlock the door, officer. It was locked up until a little while ago, but since then the door has been wide open, sir. I'm not sure I follow what it is you're saying. Care to explain in a bit more detail? Sir, the door was locked down tight when they went to check out the room. So you got about 10 officers to help out and break the door down, sir. I see. Guess that means I get Agent Lang's leftovers. Well, let's see what we find. Get his sloppy seconds.
Rose.
This is where the kidnappers planned their foul deed.
Well, you were tied up for a while in the room next door.
Okay, please, must bring that up again. Now then, let's get down to business. There might be still be some clues left in this room.
There might still be some clues.
Let's try to find out what we can of the other officer's identity. Other kidnappers' identity. No, I want to see the... sole gun regard to escape. I head for his wife and sole daughter are despite his surveillance he gets show up. Okay, cool. That didn't really have that much information in it, but okay.
I think Colin Deveray is Lauren Pops' dad.
The one that disappeared 10 years ago or whatever?
Yeah.
Plane?
Yeah. That's what the mom said, but he actually went to jail.
Mom said that he went to a farm upstate.
Yeah. But mom, we're the farthest state up in the north. There is no other north state. They live on the North Pole. It's Santa Claus. Ooh. They have barrels like these just outside.
Yes, and?
Oh, improv? I'm great at improv. Well, I already asked you when we were out there, but if these were real, what would you put in them?
There's an expectant gleam in her eyes that are about to dash. What have we here?
Looks like a sword. A broken sword.
Strange. Why would it be broken like that? Swords don't usually break on their own.
That's true.
Alright then, let's think about it in this way. Maybe it broke when someone was trying to use it for or on something. Hypotheticals aren't going to get us anywhere. Perhaps we should think more on this later.
Hey, there's a trapdoor in this room too.
What are you holding that's in front of your face that's green?
Yeah. I got an invisible thing. Oh.
It's not a trapdoor. It's an entrance to underground passage, Kay.
Get it right. I know that.
The door leading to the outside world is locked, so Lance must have escaped his prison through here. Used folding chairs lean against the wall in their folded state.
Wow, whoever lined these up did it perfectly. They're not a single hair off. I feel bad using these because it'd be like stealing the perfection away.
I suspect it's more like you wouldn't want to be the one to put them away.
Watch out, Mr. Edgeworth!
It's a broken mirror. It probably came from the haunted house. Why is this here? Are they planning to repair it? A sign advertising the photo rally is something I have absolutely no interest in.
Yeah, but I do, and I'm gonna get my hands on the rest of the Badger family. You'll see.
Which definitely brings a decidedly different atmosphere to criminal investigation. I can't examine this. Oh, there we go. This must be where they dispose of old and worn-out costumes.
It's so sad.
We've seen that they threw the costume away in pieces. Rest in pieces.
Whoa.
Won't rest until I inspect every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Cheap styrofoam cups.
Looks like only 3 cups were used.
Folding chairs. By the looks of it, they were probably used by the kidnappers.
There are 3 chairs that are on the table.
I wonder what this key is to.
You got me.
It reminds me of the key we found in the other room.
That's it. This must be a key for one of those trapdoors.
It wasn't a trap door. You only call it one because you quite literally jumped into it.
Hey, but isn't that what we're supposed to do when you see one?
I'm not having this conversation with you. Poster of Gatewaterland is stuck on the wall. Intrigue, fun, prestige. Gatewaterland has it all and it's waiting for you. It's not especially catchy, is it? What? What else am I missing? Is that something? No, that's the poster. Yeah, that's not anything. Do you see anything else? Because we didn't actually get any evidence or logic here, I don't think. No, we did.
Got the 3 tables and 3 chairs.
Do you think those are connected?
Yeah, probably.
3 cups and 3 chairs. Though you said 3 tables and 3 chairs.
3 tables. 3 whole tables.
The common denominator between the cups and folding chairs is the number 3. Speaking of which, and that's not what a common denominator is. The number of missing costumes is also 3.
Wait, but I thought there were only 2 kidnappers.
Indeed, something is adding up. Literally. It's possible that there's a 3rd kidnapper that Lance didn't see. That didn't give us any evidence, that didn't give us any logic. What was the point of that? Beyond this door
is where the kidnappers held you after getting the jump on you.
Must you keep reminding me?
But it's the room where I got to see your face. Your awesome face.
You didn't need to remind me of that mortifying moment either.
Yeah.
Is there anything missed here? Nope, we got everything here. I don't see anything else in the room, unless this door or something. The door is thoroughly broken thanks to the police who forced it open. Oh, okay.
The doorknob handle thingy is looking pretty beat up.
I suppose that's what happens when 10 officers break their way in with brute force.
Hey, that's odd. The lock on this is completely fine. Look, not a single dent.
How is that possible after what the officer told us?
Yeah, if the lock has been used when the door is busted down, then the lock itself should be completely wrecked.
So the lock on the door leading to the outside is undamaged. How can that be? However... This is the same thing. I didn't know I'd say the same thing when we were in a weird viewed zoom. A weird zoomed in view. That's not what I want to do. I want to do logic. I don't know if you see the connection, but I do.
The broken prop sword and the door leading outside.
Yep. Boom.
Boom.
It's a bit strange that the police had to force their way into an unlocked room. One look at the pristine door lock and everyone could see that it was not in use at the time.
Well, the policeman outside said it took 10 men to get it open.
A door that was locked tight despite it being not locked at all. It can only be because of this.
Oh, you mean...
Yes, it was used to jam the door. Here, take a look at the door handle. Do you see how the handle is completely destroyed?
So that's how the sword broke.
Okay. I thought that we might uncover the true identity of the kidnappers, but instead we've only uncovered more questions that need to be answered. Ah! Oh, that's you. Cool. It doesn't pick up the screams.
Ah.
Oh, what is it? I feel like you haven't voiced any actual new characters today, so...
Whoa, Mr. Edwards, am I correct?
What are you doing suddenly popping out of the secret entrance like that?
This is an underground passage used by staff members, sir. We badgers also make use of it in our duties. Look, why don't you get out of there first and then we'll talk, okay? Oh, I beg your pardon, miss? Proto-Badger, get! Alright, only one more to go!
What are you getting all excited about?
Did you forget? The photo rally, duh! See, look! Now all I have to do is get a picture of Bad Badger, and I'm done.
Ah, yes, I vaguely recall a contest or something of that sort. That the advertisement is literally right next to me right now. Oh, and it's gone.
Bye. What? It's gone! But where did it go?
What happened? What's wrong?
A Bad Badger costume is missing, sir! Oh, is that all? Oh, it's basically because the kidnappers stole it. I heard about how it was stolen, but they said that only 3 of the costume had been taken.
What? Saying that more than 3 of them are gone? Mr. Proto Badger, please tell me a little more about the costumes you use. What do you mean by bad badger costume missing?
Why, just what I said, sir. We are one badger short. Counting the spares, we have 2 of each costume on hand at all times. Okay, so because one of them is walking around the park. That's you.
Oh, the other should be in that room. I assumed it was Proto B.
Proto B. It's my favorite Pokemon character.
My favorite.
I love his catchy jingle. Samba!
I get now.
Sorry.
Mayor B meant. Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't know the reference until Samba?
Oh yeah, because when you're doing the song, some of the notes were cutting out. So.
Yeah. Actually, both of them should be in that room. Huh? What do you mean? Normally, we don't use the Bad Badger costumes. In fact, we only use them during a certain event at set time each day. It's the stage show where the Bad Badger wreaks havoc around the park. And the other Badgers must work together to apprehend him, sir.
A speech is that such a show exists.
Well, sir, I was trying to explain to you the only time we used that costume. Doesn't it make it near impossible to take a picture of the Bad Badger? Personally, I can't believe it's this close to showtime and there's no costume. Oh dear, what am I to do, sir?
Oh,
That kind of makes sense, though.
What?
To make the competition like near to impossible, right? Because if everybody could win it, then like the park would be like hemorrhaging money.
I thought it was just probably some minor prize.
Even
I don't
still,
know.
like if you think about it, right? Like, not to dox myself, but the company that I work at, like, they gave me this little tchotchke, and then they were talking like they couldn't figure out where to order more, so we checked their purchase history, and they spent $1 million on getting the tchotchkes. Like, obviously it's not just one, but like it's like you would think that, you know, just buying 100,000 of like a little dinky prize is gonna add up, you know?
Sure, but if you just kind of factor that into the tickets for going into the theme park.
Yeah, you would need to be smart about it.
Oh, this basically means that the kidnappers stole 4 costumes in total.
Then, are you saying that there are 4 kidnappers?
No, I don't think that's very likely.
Oh?
Recall the costumes for a minute.
The stolen ones, you mean?
What proves that a 4th kidnapper does not exist? This.
I mean, that would be literally the only thing that is different.
If you had 4 people and you had wanted to steal a 4th costume, would you naturally go for the full set and steal a pink badger costume instead?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And yet the kidnappers decide to steal another bad badger. I believe the culprits needed 2 bad badger costumes. The question is why?
Because they're really into goatees?
Is that logic we can do anything with? Oh, possibly?
Yeah. unaccounted for Bad Badger because it's in pieces.
Rest in pepperoncini.
Rest in ragu.
That's the wrong acronym.
Ragu in pepperoncini.
The second Bad Badger costume. I believe it may be closer at hand than we think.
What do you mean?
That costume is in the trash. What did you say? It's wearing some very telltale pants.
My favorite Edgar Allan Poe poem.
I was thinking my favorite game development company.
I mean, I knew you were thinking about your favorite game development company. That's why I was thinking about my favorite Edgar Allan Poe poem. So we wouldn't think of the same thing. Hey, you're right. Let's check it out. Let's
As I suspected, it's a Bad Badger costume.
Well, minus the head.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
I will run.
That nook and cranny is suspicious. Wonder why this Bad Badger costume's right hand is torn up like that. Don't judge.
Maybe it's a flesh wound from a fight with the blue badger. I always knew the blue badger was one ferocious beast.
Somehow doubt that even real badgers are as bloodthirsty as that kid. Do you know anything about badgers, Cedric?
I was gonna say, yeah. Do you know anything about that?
I don't think you could be as bloodthirsty as a badger.
Do you remember the show Maggie and the Ferocious Beast?
Yeah, with the great googly moogly.
Great googly moogly. It's great googly moogly. I think about it all the time.
Oh, okay. I was expecting more to go. That story to go somewhere.
No, that's just it. That's just it.
Is there to examine other than the gaping hole? Do you want me to examine the gaping hole directly?
Listen.
Okay, yeah, it does.
That's not the first time I've heard that. That's all I'm saying. Look! Its head is hurt!
Looks more like something's ripped off of it.
The gun? Is the gun like sewn into the costume?
Probably. Up here? Oh. No, you're talking about right hand. We already know. Oh, wait, is there there's the deduce button.
Deduce.
But someone connect to any of the evidence I hold. I mean, the Bad Badger head, but not that spot.
Yeah.
I guess I'll click here.
Yeah.
And be like, its head was in the other room.
Eureka!
It's a clear contradiction of the facts.
Nope. Huh? What are you talking about? Are you gonna fill me in or not?
Maybe it's not quite so clear.
Okay, so it's a contradiction, right?
Or it might not be.
You're acting really weird, Mr. Edgeworth. You should tell me if it's a contradiction or not.
My apologies. Okay. When I can envision the truth in the head, I'd be one step closer to it.
I think you're right. I think in his head, maybe he's just too far away.
I don't think that's pretty much on the nose.
On the neck.
Is it this weird floppy hand? That, I mean, this looks like it's nobody put anything in it. The feet? There's no mud on the feet?
Sure.
No. The weird belt thing? No. Is there anything else we could present other than the head?
Yeah, the blood. Yeah, maybe that one. Blood. do the footprint shape in the lack of blood? Footprint shapes lack of blood?
Where would I point?
No, you're
Blood.
right. You're right. You're right. There aren't even gun holes on this one.
Wait, what is? Not really anything there. Wait. Maybe with this, because that shows the gun?
Yeah, I think that's it. He has a gun! That must be really uncomfortable as an actor, to have to walk around with your hand clutching a gun your entire shift.
I mean, it looks like you have the hand open, the gun's just attached to it. Like, you don't have to hold it the whole time.
Hopefully it's not very heavy, because it would still be uncomfortable.
Hopefully, hopefully the safety's on.
It's a real gun.
I mean, they have to have the added danger.
Yeah. For the children.
Yeah, I mean, they're not gonna think it's believable if the gun's not loaded.
Yeah.
I believe what we have here is an inconsistency.
Between what?
Look carefully. Our costume is not holding something in its right hand that it should be.
Oh, the gun!
Precisely. The Bad Badger was designed to always hold a gun in his right hand. However, you there, did you remove the gun from this Bad Badger's right hand?
No, I did not, sir. The gun is supposed to be securely attached to the costume.
As I thought. The rip itself confirms my hypothesis that the gun was forcibly removed. Mr. Proto-Badger, the gun is, of course, not a functioning weapon, correct?
Absolutely not, sir. It's just a model gun.
I mean, that's no different in a cognitive world, but...
Depends on which version of the game you're playing. You get infinite bullets, too.
Aren't they still model guns in every version, huh?
They are. But in one version, you only have bullets while you're in the cognitive world.
But it's still the case that it has bullets because you cognitively think it's a real gun.
Yeah, but a finite amount. So maybe by the time that they got to the fight, they ran out of their bullets. That's what I'm saying.
Anyways.
However, it can fire blanks. We need to use them for the stage show.
Seems their kidnappers also had a need for the model gun, my dear costumed friend. I think we're about done with this room.
So, what's next?
Well, we found a few answers. There are still a few things left that we have to ask a certain person about. Let's go, Kay.
Okay.
No,
That's me.
Go, Kay.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir. We gotta hurry, sir. Come on.
What is it, detective?
They found a blue badger costume down in front of the main gate, sir.
What?
Isn't that what one of the kidnappers is wearing? Bingo! That's why you gotta come to the main gate with me right now. If you hurry, Max will be able to get there before Wolfie Boy does, sir.
Alright, let's make haste to the main gate. March 13th, 3:45 p.m. Where's the costume detective? Where's the costume, Detective Gumshoe?
Where's the costume detective? It is I, the costume detective. Badger!
Commas matter.
Comments do matter. Just on the other side of the fountain, sir. Was it out here in the open all along? No, it was discovered in the tall grass area back there.
Is it a wild Pokemon?
We moved. Are there badger Pokemons aside from Quilava, I guess? Like Typhlosion is a honey badger, right?
Is it Obstagoon? Obstagoon line is.
It's a badger? I thought it was a raccoon.
No, Obstagoon. The evolution they gave. It's very clearly a black and white badger.
Or pink and blue, depending on if it's shining or not.
Oh, that's the pink badger.
And the blue badger, they had a baby. We moved it out here in order to examine it more thoroughly.
Let's get down to it.
Who defeats?
Until I've inspected every suspicion of companion. Cranny.
Cranny!
Let's see. This is pretty suspicious. What do we have here?
Oh, it's another pendant! That's 2 treasures in one day! How lucky is that? And hey, this pretty baby's made of platinum silver too!
Another pendant on top of the one we found at Mr. Deacon. Is it possible these two... Hold it right there. Hands off, Mr. Prosecutor. You sure know how to cross the line, don't you? Pendant, huh? That's a very decisive piece of evidence. How can you tell? Look here and read off what you see.
Lauren, hey, it's a name that's engraved on this.
Miss Pop's pendant.
They're not even...
That's my favorite children's book. Miss Pop's pendant.
Miss Pop's pendant?
Yeah.
It's a companion novel.
Mr. Pops has penguins, but of course Miss Pops has a pendant because of gender. Penguins are male, pendants are female.
Why do we unnecessarily gender our penguins?